All right, y'all. So I'm back with another one. I got another Generation 8 battle to kind of narrate here. I figure I want to go ahead and keep these rolling while I got some momentum. But first off, I want to check out my opponent's team. Looks pretty strong. I mean, it's also really standard, by Generation 8's OU tier. Conch Elder, Clefable, Dracovish, Corviknight, Ferrothorn or Ferrothorn, however you want to say it, and Gengar. And I guess if you look in my corner here, I have some pretty, I think it's a pretty decent squad. Actually, it's kind of ferocious depending on how you look at it. I got some heavy hitters on my squad too. Crawdaunt, Cloyster, Gengar, and I think I have a pretty good support, some pretty good support options in Venusaur, as you're probably going to see when the battle unfolds. But I'm going to go ahead and jump into it, so let's roll it. All right, so I went ahead and started off with Cloyster. Had to slow that down, just to kind of, just to make sure that he didn't start off the wrong way. Because with that Cloyster, if you start off the wrong way, you can get off a shell smash and probably sweep their entire team. But he started off pretty decent, and I wasn't able to do that. So as you can see there, I went ahead and got off the light screen and reflect for Venusaur, which is a bit unorthodox. But I mean, I really like to experiment with like different moves and things that I see that Pokemon can actually learn. Like you'd be surprised what you can get out of them. But anyways, I figured with the screens up, I wasn't afraid to throw Gengar in there and set up a little bit. So I got off a nasty plot. And he healed his Ferrothorn, but I figured, if I hit him with the Focus Blast, this is a one-hit KO after Nasty Plot and Life Orb. And luckily, I actually hit him, because normally, I have the worst luck with that. Now, he brings this Gengar in, and just based on the way he brings it in, I figured it might have possibly been Scarfed or something. So I didn't want to risk losing my Gengar, so I switched out to Venusaur. Now, right here, this Conch Elder did a ton of damage, and I was kind of shocked at the time because I thought the Reflect was still up, but I realized that it wasn't, so that makes a lot of sense. So I bring Venusaur in to actually put it back up. Now at this point, I know that Conch Elder is going to probably overpower me, or at least at this range of health, but my main objective was to just go ahead and get the screen up so that I could, kind of handle what this thing's throwing, since it's burn and has Guts activated. Now I went ahead to tempt him with Cloyster to stay in so I can go for the Shell Smash, but he switches out, I guess, knowing that this would probably have Ice Shard. But I went straight for the Icicle Spear after the fact and bodied his Dracovish or whatever. Got that out the way. And right here pretty much confirmed my suspicions. The Gengar was indeed Scarfed. So, it's unfortunate, but what else? Threw the Weezing in just because it was a pretty good check to Clefable. I wasn't really ready to throw my Gengar back out there just yet. Now, what you're going to see unfold is like this kind of annoying stall match. But anyways, he goes for the Teleport, which I guess has some different mechanics. I haven't really had the time to explore it. Looks interesting actually, because if it does what I think it does, I'm gonna experiment with that on some other Pokemon that I have in mind. But this part of the battle, I mean, I'm not gonna lie, it's not really like gonna be as fun to watch because you're gonna see a lot of repetitive action. So in a minute here, I'm gonna actually speed it up some after my Crawdaunt comes in and cleans up a couple of his Mons or whatever. So yeah, he switches into the Strange Stream. I mean, obviously he resists, so it doesn't do much. Now I went for the Pain Split just in case he did like more damage than I was comfortable with. That way I could get some good recovery back off of him. I just went ahead and did the Flamethrower just to get some chip damage. Now, knowing that he was locked in the Sludge Wave, I knew that would give me the opportunity to actually get Gengar back in to get off a nasty plot and do some heavy damage. To my surprise, the Corviknight wasn't one-hit KO, but then again, I guess if he's running like a specially defensive set, then that kind of makes sense, which I think is kind of like the standard thing that you're going to find on Smoggin. Right here, I went for the Aqua Jet, and luckily he switched into Conch Elder, which allowed me to get a 2-hit KO cleanly, and since obviously Aqua Jet is priority, I was able to clean out Gengar as well, so I got that out of the way. And this is kind of where like the Star War really happens. You're going to see a lot of Pain Split, Wish, Strange Stream, Flamethrower, just rinse repeat Corviknight's going to be a little bit of a problem too. But basically, right here, my strategy really is to kind of stall him out some, wear him down to a point where I can just bring Crawdaunt in to basically clean up the rest of his team, which, I mean, it at this point is very capable of doing that, seeing how this variant that I'm actually running is choice band, so it has more than enough power to get both Corviknight and Clefable out of the way after prior damage, possibly with a 1-hit KO, I don't know, but I'm gonna go ahead and take this time to go ahead and just speed it up, because I mean, you guys don't want to see all this, and I kind of don't either, so I already had to go through the battle, so let me speed this up real quick. All right, there you have it. I won the battle. He decided that he was tired of stalling. I mean, I was too, actually, but I wasn't going to give up. Now, had this been on Switch, I mean, obviously we would have only had 20 minutes, which I know is kind of questionable in itself. But it is what it is. I'm going to go ahead and, post this up for you guys and, go from there. But, if you enjoyed it, just go ahead and leave a comment. And as I said before, I'm going to go ahead and keep these rolling out since I have some momentum. I would like to get, a good bit of content out for Generation 8. So that said, I'm out.